Okay. Keri D. Singleton, Sessions Cafe TV show. It is truly an honor to be in the home of hip hop with one of the foundation creators of hip hop. And I have a couple of questions for you, big brother.
Hit me off.
Very charismatic. I never understood or would have imagined that this brother was so cool and down to earth, being that he's such a legend. But I'm gonna ask him a question that I think a lot of people probably want to.
Legends act?
Huh?
How do legends act?
It depends. It depends on if the legend is Diddy or if the legend.
No.
Okay. 2023. Half a century of hip hop. What were the pros? What were the cons?
Wow.
You can take the mic.
Give me the time frame again.
50 years of hip hop culture. On the 50th anniversary of the culture, what were the pros? What were the cons? I want my audience to hear this because.
Here's the pros. So you said pros first, so I'll start with the pros.
However you want to do it, boss.
So the pros with hip hop is that all of our dreams came true.
Okay.
The con with hip hop is that all of our dreams came true.
Give it up.
This is it. I'll say this. At the beginning, we saw ourselves, you can hear it in the rhymes. We saw ourselves coming out of space. We were flying.
Right.
We were superheroes.
Right.
We thought highly of ourselves as young kids, which is something you got to think about. I think people breeze over it all the time. This is talking about the pros of hip hop.
Right.
That the young people that started hip hop believed in themselves.
Right.
It was a simple thing. It was a simple thing. And as I look back on my own childhood, I try to think back, like, what made me believe in myself? There was nothing to believe in. There was nothing offering us any belief, nothing.
Okay.
But we kind of created our own little thing. And it's like, you look back on it now, 50 years,
Right.
and you say, what caused a 10-year-old, a 13-year-old, to start breaking or going to the train yards or setting up equipment outside? You hear Tony Tone talk about the early days with Brothers Disco, how they would just go up and pick a park, go into the park and start DJing. And so it's like, what makes you want to do that? What makes you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, and you say, I'm going to take my equipment out today
Right.
and play free in the park.
Right,
For free in the park.
Using
And this
the
is
city's electricity.
using this, all of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so right at the front, we had the pros of hip hop is that we believed in ourselves. We believed in ourselves so hard that we created a reality. Now, this ability to create reality, which is what hip hop did. Okay, not just breaking MC and graffiti or DJing, but reality. Like this is metaphysics I'm giving you here. Okay, reality, not just we're breaking, but the word BREAKIN, not with the G on it.
Right.
Breaking. That word has never been in the English language. It has no meaning in the English language. We came up with that and added it to the English language. When you come up with words and they are used constantly, you create reality. Words create reality. You can't see without words.
Right.
You see only according to your vocabulary. That's it. If you don't have a word for something, you can't see it.
Right.
Simple and plain. So when we come up with MCing, EMCEEIN, that's a new reality.
Right.
Nobody ever saw a dude grab the mic and go, yes, y'all, you don't stop, you keep on to the break of dawn. No, you can't say you saw that
Right.
any other time than when dude did it, wherever he did it.
Right.
The pros of hip hop. We are reality makers. We reality makers. We tapped into a part of the universe that makes reality. So get it. Anything you say you are in this culture is going to be real for you.
That's true.
Now look at how dangerous this is. Now let's get to the cons. Okay? The pros. Anything you say you are in this culture, you're going to become that.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Wow.
Create reality. Now the cons. Well, I'm a gangster. I'm a pimp. I'm a this and that. And nothing wrong with it. You're talking to the guy that made Criminal Minded. I could never diss my thug brothers and sisters. Never. But you see Scott LaRock, right? If you're going to call that life and live that life, look at the consequences of the life.
Right. Right.
We dealing with real metaphysics.
Right.
You put out an album called Criminal Minded, you going to get hit. You put out an album called Ready to Die, you going to die.
Yeah, okay.
I heard Snoop give a fascinating interview. Snoop Dogg gave a fascinating interview about the record Murder Was the Case. He said, I wrote the record first. Then it happened.
Wow. Wow.
Okay? We're dealing with real energy here. Slick Rick ran up the block doing 83, crashed into a tree near you. It happened! And he got deported. We're dealing with real energy when you're dealing with hip hop. Now, this is the cons I'm talking about. That we don't know we have this energy. And that's my fault because I'm the teacher of the culture. So if the culture don't know something, it's really my fault. So I take blame for that. And which is why I thank you for even recording. We're here in the press. We're doing our thing.
Right.
Try to get the word out.
He's teaching.
Yes.
No, I'm just talking.
Teaching me.
Okay. This is, you got to get the word out. Okay, our people don't know this. Now, we're coming into consciousness now.
Right.
With 50, 60, 65 was mentioned. Okay, right. So we're coming into consciousness, no doubt. But a lot of us are suffering from the old days. When you said, whatever you said, now it's hitting you.
Okay. You spoke it into fruition.
You spoke it into fruition. You can go back to the records.
Yeah.
And look at it, the records. Not just vinyl records, the records.
This brother.
Okay, go back to the record that you put into the universe.
Exactly. Wow.
Okay, now, go forward. The pros, 50 years. Cons, this is the first pros and cons. That we are reality makers. That's the bad for us and the good for us. It's a level of consciousness. You got to want the good. Or better yet, let me say this. I hope you place your bet on the good. Because when we were coming up, nobody knew nothing, so we all just rolled the dice.
Yeah.
And some dudes came up snake odds. Right. Other dudes rolled the 7 and the 11. Okay? Nobody knew though, just because you rolled the 7 don't mean you was no better than Snake Eyes. Right. You know how CeeLo go. It's a gamble. Okay? We all gambled. Everybody said, no, this is how you supposed to do it. 2 Glocks in the waist, crack on the corner. This is how you go. I'm a gamble. Somebody else said, well, I'm the teacher. Others are kings. I'm going to gamble. Others said, I'm the sexiest thing alive. I'm a gamble.
Right.
Others said, everybody gamble.
Right.
So there's no blame. There's no judgment here. This is life. Okay, now at 60, 50, 65, okay, now with the gamble, the house is paying now. Now let's see who won the bet.
Right.
Let's see who won. Whatever you said you was is now what you gonna be. Okay, and you're gonna be trapped in it.
Wow.
Okay, so here comes KRS. I'm the teacher. I'm trapped in it. This is what life has given me now.
You will always be the teacher.
I'll always be the teacher, whether I like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. Yeah.
Okay, whether I like it. And look at this. Right. Look at this. You're talking to the guy who made Criminal Minded.
Yeah.
Nobody sees that.
Right.
You see Stop the Violence. Easy stop the violence. You don't see Listen to My Nine. No. We see Stop the Violence.
Right.
I trapped myself in this image.
Right.
Okay? A few dudes tried to pump the image in the past, and I had to become him. Okay? It's all good. This is my next piece. Pros and cons with hip-hop. Mm-hmm. Over 50 years, hip-hop is the strongest. Let me say the word again. Strongest. Strength, steel, titanium. We the strongest influence in urban anything.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
These strong, titanium, steel strong in urban anything. Mm-hmm. Now, you got the #1 urban culture in the world.
Wow.
Okay?
Everything.
You talk about colonization. Hip-hop is imperialist to the 10th degree. What these countries tried, what Christopher Columbus tried to do, like imagine, okay, Christopher Columbus came and killed off Arawaks, killed off natives, men, killed off all these people, okay, because he wanted to get in the land. And by the way, they don't even want him here.
Right.
They fighting against this
let's
dude.
not forget that,
Okay, they fighting against this dude. Get out of here. We don't want you here. Now imagine, Christopher Columbus come, he get rejected. And that's just one location.
Right.
Imagine you show up, same boat, you come in, and the natives is like, yo, bro, look how he dressed. Yo, look how he talk. Yo, look at this dude. Yo, do that shit again you did last week.
Right.
Yes, y'all. You don't stop. And whole indigenous nations bring out the robe for you.
Right.
Put the crown on your head and say, this shit right here is our entire culture right now. This is what we gonna do. This is Cherokees, Apache, Hopi, Arawak, Wampanoag. This is every Native American. Shout out to the American Indian movement right now. This is every Native American. There's not one Native American tribe on this planet that ain't rapping. That ain't breaking, putting up graph, doing a thing. All the indigenous coasts now go over to Australia.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, them dudes is anywhere. But look at it. The indigenous cultures, that's what I want to point out. Mm-hmm. You can't attract an indigenous culture unless you are an indigenous culture. Okay, this is the key to hip-hop right here. You cannot attract what you are not. That's why these indigenous cultures are like, get the fuck out of here. We don't want this. We don't respect you. We don't want you. We get out of here. Yeah. The minute they heard hip-hop, the second they saw this, they said, that's me. That's me. They brought me back. This is me. This is what my father used to do. This is what my mother used to do. This is it. We just call it hip-hop now. But we can look back in our ancient culture and see all types of this thing y'all call breaking. We called it something else. Y'all call it graph. We had it over here. You rapping and poetry to speak about your people's history? That's griots, the J-Lays. This is tens of thousands of years old, this stuff we doing. So I'll cut it off here. You only got 3 minutes.
Yeah, his battery's dying. Yeah.
The battery is talking to the dies out.
He gotta get a new battery.
Roll it to the battery go. Yeah. Squeeze one more question.
And this is a question I think everybody in the room probably wants to hear from your mouth to our ears. What is your opinion of hip-hop in 2024?
That's a trick question.
It's an honest question.
No, because hip hop
whatever your opinion is the answer.
Hip hop is doing fine.
Okay.
Rap is having a problem.
That's why I asked it.
Okay.
That's why I asked it that way.
Hip hop is bustling.
Because there's a difference. A lot of people don't understand that. There's a difference.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Well, let me say, since you
don't know that. It has to be taught. I actually sat on a podcast yesterday and the interviewer asked me where we headed. And I said, I wish we would get back to teaching, back to Kevin Powell's Hip Hop Speaks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That was amazing because we had guidance and they had conversations.
Right.
I think it's important that we get back to that. So
shout out to Kevin Powell, too, by the way.
Oh, but you're not going to get away with the question. Rap, where's rap? Where's rap in 2024, big brother?
Rap is in the toilet. Rappers in the toilet. We about to lose one of our art forms. And it deserves to be lost. In fact, rap needs to be replaced as an element. It needs to be replaced. Somebody more worthy of hip hop should take that space. But let me say to all the MCs though, out there, okay, MCs are part of hip hop. Hip hop is doing fine. Dudes is getting money. We traveling. We doing the same thing we've been doing. Okay, we doing well. We're doing fine. And then on top of that, graffiti art is exploding as an art form. Breaking, exploding as an art form. Although globally. Although I do have questions for the Olympics though. However, it's exploding globally. Okay, and DJing is just all over the place. I saw a Liberty Mutual commercial. Check up their DJ. Okay. Okay. At the end of the day, so the question is quick. Rap music has sold its soul, and it admits that it does. You ask any of these rappers, they know the real. They know the real, and this is what it is. If you don't know the real, then you're exonerated. You're ignorance. You know, you don't know. You don't know. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. You're a child. God protects fools and children. Okay, so you don't know. You don't know. I'm talking about those that knew and deliberately violated the principles of hip hop. I want all young people to see the results of violating the principles of your culture. Look at the biggest names in rap music today. Look what's happening to them. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? These are ancient messages come from on high. When the message comes to you, do you go, man, some bullshit, this dude preaching again, fuck that, and you move on? Or you that dude to be like, yo, what did you say again? Can you say that again? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Now, that's an issue of character. I'm going to drop one more piece on you because Cynthia's going to hang us all.
Cynthia Horner, shout out to Cynthia Horner.
Here's the piece. This is a piece about life that the young people should hear with the last minute of battery.
Damn you, Nez.
Life has a way of repeating itself on all levels. When you are in your father's nuts as sperm, you're one little sperm, you're in there with a billion other sperm. Now imagine, look how nature does you. This is the cruelty of nature. A billion sperm to make one human. Now nature knows all these potential humans are out of here. Okay? Just one. Nature will waste a billion people to raise up one. Therefore, you come out, you the one that won. Everybody in this room is a winner.
I was going to say that. Wow.
Everybody in this room.
Wow.
You won the most important game of all. The game of life. Every one of us here are champions in life. You beat out a billion. A billion. You beat them out. And you here. Now, the game continues. Now you on the earth. Guess what? Scientists tell us that the same amount of sperm, the same amount of sperm cells is the same amount of people on the earth.
Okay.
Let me say that to you. Let me say this to you again. Let me say this to you one more time. Every man has the entire humanity in population in his nuts. Okay. Every man. Okay. Now, the whole of humanity is who you got to defeat
when you come here.
When you come here.
Wow.
You got to beat down a billion dudes and get here. Now, you here. The game continues the same way.
Right.
There's a billion people on the planet. Are you the one? Nature will waste your ass in a minute. Are you the one? They tried to teach us this in the Matrix. They say he's the one. The one is an old concept. Old concept. It's called the Madhi. It's called the Christ. It's called the Buddha. The awakened one. Out of 1 billion people, you the one that's awake. Now, this breaks down fractally into rooms. You walk into a room full of people. Are you the one? You walk into a borough like Brooklyn. Are you the one?
Right.
Listen, I used to live here. Not here, in 1600. Riding my big wheel up and down this block. Out of all the millions of people that live on this same block,
Right.
I'm the one.
The teacher.
Out of all these people, okay, all these people, now mind you, Rough Riders lived here too. Shout out to Siobhan, Dean, D, Wad, the whole Rough Riders family, Dean family. They lived here. Herc was here. The only reason we're here, Herc was here. Okay, Herc was here. Everybody's here. Okay, a couple of people passed through here. Okay, this little 8-year-old kid riding a big wheel up and down the block. He becomes not only KRS1 or some rapper. Okay, like I could have been a doctor. I could have lived on the block. Ooh, sorry. I could have lived on the block and been a doctor. Right. Became a lawyer. Became an architect. Became anything. No. I lived on the block, and then I became a rapper. Now, not only did I become a rapper, well, I became the greatest rapper of all time. No, let me stop.
He became the
No,
teacher.
not only did I become a rapper, no, but no. There's some dudes I spar with as well. Let me shout Rakim and Kane.
Yeah.
As well. Real lyricists, okay? Out of all the dudes in Brooklyn rapping around the 80s, Kane was the one. All the dudes in Staten Island rapping, doing their thing. Biz was the one. And then went and got Rakim. Biz put Rakim on. And look at this, okay? Are you the one? That's the question. And what does it mean to be the one? It means that you are one. You are single. You're not linked with all this bullshit. You know how to weather the storm of bullshit.
Exactly.
The storm of bullshit goes by and just your hair moves. Okay? You don't get swayed by that. You don't. Your clothes move.
Right.
Your hair moves. You don't move. So, when hip-hop was going commercial in the 90s, we decided not to do that. And it was a deliberate decision. I said, look, I never won a Grammy. I won't win a Tony. But I'm not the only MC keeping it real. When I grab the mic and smash it, rapper girls go ill. That line is to represent all of us that took the vow and said, look, hip-hop is going to be what we represent. Exactly. We love acting. I played in a few movies. We got all of this. But acting is not my career. Right. Clothing is not my career. I don't have another business. I'm not looking to do anything else but MC, break, DJ, graffiti write, beatbox. That's all I'm looking to do. I placed my bet on hip hop. And 50 years later, I won. 50 years later, I won. And I want the kids to know that. Clap for them. Because they got to see, we're talking about life. So we got to show them real evidence. Okay, real evidence. You got two types of dudes in hip hop. You have the teacher, the gangster. Now, you judge for yourself. The teacher's not saying anything because hip hop's first teacher is gangster. So we're not saying nothing, okay? But you see the transformation on Fat Joe, right? You see my dude Joe? You talking about the fat gangster. Okay, his records is gangster. Joey Crack. But you see Joe now leading whole movements. Healthcare, he up at City Hall, White House talking. Yeah. Joe, this is going from criminal minded to spiritual minded. This is the story of hip hop. Criminal minded to spiritual.